Hello everyone. Today, Brother Joseph and I are going to discuss about the introduction of sin or the beginning of sin, and we are going to discuss this from the book of Genesis. I think I should welcome Brother Joseph for some scriptures. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, thank you. So, as my brother said, today we are going to discuss about the fall of man, or how the sin came into existence. And by discussing this, we shall first have to go at the beginning, uh, where the first sin was committed, or the two people disobeying God. This is Adam and Eve. We all know how it started, and the story of the serpent and Satan. Many people believing that Satan or something superstitious, supernatural thing maybe deceived Eve. But from how we have to understand, we have to go to the Bible. We have to go in the Bible and see what the Bible tells us. Yeah. So in, like, when you look in Genesis 3:1, 1 to
Yes.
6. Yeah. We see Eve making decision. It's okay. We are not told if it was Satan, but we are just told the serpent. Yeah, it was so subtle. It was the very subtle animal that God
And created.
had created. See, so we see Eve making decisions from her heart and not taking decision from this subtle animal. Yeah. Or what do you think?
I think we should just read the book of Genesis, chapter 1, chapter 3, verse
3,
1.
3, 1. Yeah.
It says that
Yeah.
now the serpent was more subtle than any animal of the field which Yahweh God had made.
Yeah.
He said to the woman, has God really said, you should not eat of any tree of the garden? The woman said to the serpent, of the tree of the fruits of the tree of the garden we may eat, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden, God had has said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it,
Yeah.
lest you die.
Yeah. So we see God making like a commandment,
Yeah.
of which when you don't follow or when you break it, then you are disobeying. Is it? Yeah.
So the thing is that like most of people always believes that it is Satan. There was some power
Yeah. Some powers.
that came into serpent to entice
Eve.
or to convince
Yeah.
Eve
Eve. Yeah.
to an extent that Eve sinned, right? And I would just like us to look, because we are trying to think, where does sin came from?
Came from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because as you say, you just explained here that most people still believe that there
Yeah.
is some supernatural
Supernatural
being
being. Yeah.
that deceives human being.
Yeah. Deceives human being.
But as from here, the Bible is clear saying that this serpent was an animal in the field that God had created. God created serpent.
It was
All
more
right?
subtle.
Yeah. But God did not create Satan, right?
Satan did
Yeah.
not create
And
Satan.
for us to get something from this, in the book of James chapter
1,
1 verse 14,
13 to 15.
yeah,
Yeah.
it says, it talks about it explains more,
More about this.
yeah, about this. I think we should just go there to the book of
Read it.
it's James
James
chapter
1, 13 to 15.
James chapter 1 verse
13 to 15.
13 to 15.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should read that.
13 to 15. Let no one say when he is tempted that I'm tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, and he tempts no one.
No one.
But each man is tempted when he is dragged away
Yeah.
by his own lust and enticed.
Yeah. That's
Then the last, when it has conceived, carries sin, and the sin, when it is fully grown, brings death. So the thing is that when we look at this, it talks that it explained Genesis by saying that everything that happened that period, it generated in human's mind.
Human's
Now,
mind.
I mean Eve.
Eve's mind.
It generated in Eve's mind because it is the last. When he looked at the fruits, she said that it is. It is beautiful.
Yeah,
Like
she desired to eat it.
Yeah, it is profitable for food and all those things. And when the serpent said that when you eat of this, God knows that you are going to become like Him.
Yeah, and
So like this human being, they were going to become like God when they ate that fruit.
yeah.
You see? So now she was like, okay, when I taste this, when I ate this, I'll be like God.
Yeah.
And when she look at it, no, it is so beautiful. It is, wow. You see? So now she ate. So last she desired it. She desired. Then after that, she ate. Now she committed sin by eating that one.
Yeah. And also, it's not just desiring. It's desiring something that God had commanded not to take or not to eat. So it's like when you decide something that you've been instructed not to, then you are committing a sin. That is the start of a sin. Yeah.
So that is the point that if there was no Satan in presence, and serpent itself was not Satan, it was just a serpent, an animal in the field that God had created. And the Bible is clear that God had created serpent, no one else, right? Now, and there was no other force outside the serpent that came to push serpent to deceive Eve.
Yeah.
And according to this, James chapter 1, verse 13 to 15, it is clear that it is our own lust, our own desires that dragged us to do what? To sin. Same as to Eve.
Yeah. And we can also look at 1 John 2:16.
1 John 2,
chapter 2,
verse
16.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also explains Genesis 3:1, and also explains James 1, verse 13 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 1 John chapter 2, verse
16. Yeah.
It says, I think I should start with 15.
So
love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Yeah.
If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of flesh, the lust of eyes, and the vain glory of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. Now, when we look at this, it directly explains now Genesis chapter 3, verse 6.
Verse 6.
Yeah, verse 1 to up to 6. Because now, like the lust of flesh. Eve was after satisfying
Herself.
No.
Her desires.
Yeah, no, herself, because she wanted to eat. It is profitable for food. That's the lust of flesh.
That's the lust of flesh.
Lust of eyes. She admired. Yeah, it is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
She looked at the fruits. No, it is so beautiful. Right? Then the vain glory of life. Now it is the promise, the fake promise which serpent gave them. Told them that when you ate this, you just be like God.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I'll be like God.
Yeah.
Vain glory. And you know, I just love this verse. I mean, this Bible of mine, it says the vain glory. Vain. So something that it is meaningless, it is vain, it is meaningless. We all life, because she was thinking about being like God.
Yeah.
Correct?
Being like
Yeah. So, but in the real sense, she was dragged by her own desires, by her own lust. But there was no Satan present, which made her to sin. You know? Yeah, there was no Satan. So the thing is that when we say that there is Satan who is pushing us to sin and all those things, at some point we are escaping responsibilities because we are the one committing sins.
Yeah. And the commandments set to guide us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to live or obey those commandments. So when we disobey or when we go against these commandments, then we are disobeying God.
God.
You see? So from these commandments, we get sins. We have the 10 commandments, and we have to live as per those 10 commandments. For example, we have a good example, do not steal. Yeah, it's there. But then the world, as you see the world can also deceive you. You see? Yeah. But when we talk about the world, then it's you. You see? So, because the world will make you or will put you in a position that you will lack something that other people have. So it's like you are being pushed by the world. You see? But God gave us conscience. God gave us conscience, and we really thank Him. We know that this is bad, this is good.
Yeah.
Even if we are being pushed, but still we have to live as per the commandment. And no one could be in a position maybe saying that, it's okay, let me do this and I will just repent. Okay? Yeah. Because the moment you steal, then you are won by your desires, you are won by your heart. See?
Your lust.
Then definitely you've done what? You've disobeyed God. And that's definitely a sin.
And you know, as you were just talking, I was trying to imagine that when you said that the world gave us so many options, it is just upon us to choose. You know, and I love one thing with God. God did not push us that you should do this, but He just told us, do this and you live. But if you follow this way, you're gonna die forever and ever, and then you will not have place in the kingdom of God and all those things. I'm thinking about this. Imagine there are so many trees in that garden, but what do you think if concentrated on that one particular fruit in the garden? And this, as for me, just like human being, as God gave us so many options, that follow me and live, forsake me and die. But still, so many people we are not following God. You see, so many people are not following God. They're just following their own desires, just like Eve followed their own desires. And what happened was, she was chased away from the garden. So the thing is that God had given us conscience, as you said. God gave us mind and ability to think and to make decisions in our own lives, right? But still, people are choosing what is against God. So we can't blame Satan. We can't blame anything, but we should be blaming us, because when we blame Satan, it will be very hard for us to repent.
Because the same thing or the same temptations we are going through, we have so many people that are facing them. and they are in a position like yours, but they are not committing the sin. You see, instead they are overcoming it. So many people are exposed to stealing, but they are not stealing. Yeah. So this means that any human being is capable, because God gave us the same ability to know that this is bad, this is wrong. You see? So if people are overcoming such temptations, then also you are capable of doing it. So it's just a matter of reading the Word of God and knowing what is needed, and for guidance, and also to walk in Christ.
And I'd just like us to look at what you just said about sin, because we are still in the Garden of Eden. We are still there, and as we've seen, it was serpent who enticed Eve to sin. But remember, serpent suggested and left. Now, Eve was there with opinions or options, either to eat or
not to eat.
Or not to eat, but she chose eating. Right? And that is the genesis of sin. And I would like us to look at what Jesus Christ had said about these things called sin, where sin came from. Or, I think we should just have a look at the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 21. Mark chapter 7, verse 21 to 23. It says, For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts, fornication, theft, murder, adultery, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lawlessness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things proceed from within and defile the man. So, when you look at these things, are things that are happening, things that we are doing. So, it means all these things comes from within ourselves, from within our own heart. So, there is no point, there is no way where we can blame a Satan or blame anything that, and yet we know the truth is that everything is coming out of our minds, our own hearts.
That is a good example and a very nice verse that you just read.
And this verse,
as you've been reading, and I was thinking like, all these are the opposite of the Ten Commandments.
Sure.
Because you see, like they say, do not covet. Then they have said, covetousness comes from within. Theft.
From within.
Still, theft comes from
Murder from within.
Murder from within. And you've been saying like a certain verse.
There is this Genesis chapter 6 verse 5 or 5 verse 6, which says that the heart of a man is.
I think it's 5:6.
5:6. Genesis.
We can confirm.
Let's have a look at the book, from the book of Genesis chapter 5 verse. You've said 6:5 or 5:6?
5:6.
5:6.
5:6.
This is God saying. Supposed to be 6:5.
6:5. Okay. 6:5.
This, I think we should just have a look at this, and this is God saying. The other one, Jesus said that everything is generated from within our hearts.
In our hearts.
And now this is God saying. He said, Genesis chapter 6 verse 5. Yahweh saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Jesus said, covetousness, theft, murders, and everything comes from within our heart. God is saying our own imagination, are evil continually. Eve, despite the fact that she was given instruction by God, but still she chose following her own desire. So sin does not come from anything else apart from our own desires, our own lust, our own minds. So whatever we are thinking, sin, it depends with the. I always say that everything depends on how we are thinking, because every action is the result of what we are thinking. So when we sin, it means that in our mind there is a sinful that we are. I mean, it means in our mind we are thinking about bad things. Because you can't just wake up and do something. You have to think about it, outcomes and everything. Maybe I want to go and steal something. I think on how I will reach to that destination, how I'm going to, like everything. Now, but remember, you've said something, God gave us conscience. And at some point I'm thinking, why doing this? Why doing this? Why even stealing? But because I've already set my mind, I have to do this. I do it. And I've given you an example here. That there are so many trees in the Garden of Eden. But what do you think if concentrated only on one fruit? Why? Why do you think that? Because we have that sinful nature.
Sinful nature.
And Jesus had the same nature like ours. And Jesus managed. Jesus did not sin. Jesus overcame his sinful nature. Right? And Eve had that opportunity to overcome that. But she chose to do what? To follow her own desires. So sin just comes from within.
And also, I had something. For us, we are lucky. Because we have the Bibles. And we were also taught by Jesus Christ on how to pray. So we are much better or lucky because we can improve our moral nature or our moral ability. I don't know if you are getting me.
I'm getting you.
If we keep on reading the Bible and put in practice what the Bible tells us, and also pray that God gives us the ability to do things upright, then we are going to have, or our conscience will be able to make right decisions. When we meet temptations, or when we come across such temptations like covetousness or stealing, then we will have the ability to make the right decision, because we have the Bibles that teaches us and gives the best right scriptures that improves our morality. You see? So I thank God that this came to us, and we are so lucky.
So I think that's the point, that we should all know that it is not Satan.
It's not Satan.
And let no one deceive us that there is Satan who is pushing us to say no. There's no Satan. It is our own mind, our own thinking, whatever we're thinking. And as the Bible says that human's mind has been evil. Continually. So, and whatever we are thinking, we are doing is evil.
And also, we've read Genesis 5:6. 6:5.
6:5.
And when we still read from Genesis, God did not regret creating the serpent. God regretted creating
man or human beings. Yeah, because they are human beings that disobeyed God, and not human beings or the serpent. Yeah, God regretted making or creating human being, and in 6:5, it seems like God is now regretting because human mind is now full of
Evil.
Yeah. So I don't think Satan achieves him anywhere. Yeah, and it also has been written, the serpent. Yeah, it has not been written Satan. Yeah.
So we should not contradict things, and as that said, Eve was deceived by a serpent, right?
Eve.
Yeah, that conversation, it was between Eve and the serpent.
Yeah,
The serpent came and told Eve. But remember, when God cursed, God did not curse Satan.
Yeah.
God cursed Adam because he was the one given responsibilities and as a man, right? Yeah. And God cursed Eve for accepting or for obeying what the serpent told her instead of obeying God. Yeah. And lately, or lastly, God cursed serpent. God did not curse any other thing beyond serpent. It was just serpent, and from there God left. So the thing is that if there was Satan, then God would just have said that maybe he could just have said, I knew this thing is more superior than you guys, and that I can't blame you on this. But because God understood and know that we are the one responsible for everything that we are doing, so that's why even there will be a judgment, because and everyone will appear and will be judged according to their deeds, whether they are good or bad. But there will not, and no one will say that no, it is not me, it is Satan who pushed me to sin, who pushed me to do this, no. You will be responsible for everything that you've done, because God had given us mind. We have mind, we are thinking, and the consciousness, everything that, as you said. So that's why we will appear at the judgment seat, and we will be there according to our deeds. Unless there's something else that you want to add.
I don't have anything. Yeah.
I think thank you so much, Brother Joseph, and everyone who will be watching this. The Lampstand podcast, and we are tackling some biblical content, like now serpent, and then next we'll be talking about sons of God, because there is something there which will lead us to the Job. Because Job, there are so many people saying that in the book of Job there was Satan around there, so we're talking about that.
Yeah, we should tackle the Satan that is in Job.
But first we'll start in looking at sons of God in the book of Genesis. Then there is sons of God in the book of Job. So when tackling this and the other one, it will be very easier for us to move with Satan in the book of Job. So please, when you say, don't say that it is Satan. It is you and you alone.
And also keep in touch, because maybe you did not understand this, but the next episode, when we go on Sons of God, will make you understand better. So keep in touch with all the episodes that will be coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching.